Welcome, I'm Seema from Edufinite and I'm glad you could join me. In this video, I will discuss in detail about number in nouns. In the comment section, do let me know if you have any queries. Please like and share this video. Also, do subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell icon for future updates. Today's topic is number in nouns, part A. The entire video was a lot to cover, so for convenience, I have broken the video into part A and part B. In English language, number tells us whether it is referring to one item, which is called singular noun or singular number, or more than one item, which is called plural noun or plural number. It is important to note that countable nouns have both singular and plural forms, whereas uncountable nouns usually do not have a plural form. I will discuss the rules based on which the plural nouns are formed from their corresponding singular forms. The broad category on which the video is based on are number in nouns, that mainly includes countable nouns, which can be categorized into singular nouns and plural nouns. Number in nouns. We know that in a sentence, noun is the naming word and can be the name of any living thing, non-living thing, place, time, idea, or emotion. We also know that most of the nouns that can be counted in cardinal numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 are known as the countable nouns. Under this category of nouns, the nouns that refer to only one or single item are known as singular noun or singular number. Example, one ticket, one girl, one market, a book, etc. The nouns that refer to more than one item, meaning 2, 3, 4, so on, are known as plural nouns or plural number. Examples, 2 tickets, 4 girls, few markets, many books, etc. The rules of forming plural nouns from their singular nouns. Here we will discuss the variety of ways in which plural nouns are formed from their corresponding singular nouns. Rule 1. Generally, plural nouns are formed by adding s to the end of their corresponding singular noun. Some of the examples are one car. Now with car, we add an s and we get the plural form cars. So 2 cars is a plural noun. A river, that's singular. We add s to it and we get rivers, so that's plural, many rivers. Similarly, a tree, add an s, it becomes plural, trees, few trees. One lion, add s to it, it becomes plural, 5 lions. Now, rule 2. Plural nouns are formed by adding es to the end of their corresponding singular noun, ending with a whistling sound like s, X, Z, CH, SH, or double S. Some of the examples are as below. One bus that ends with S, we add ES to it to make it plural, buses. So 6 buses is a plural noun. One box, it also ends with X, we add ES to it to make it plural, boxes. So 10 boxes. A topaz, it ends with Z, we add es to it and it becomes topazes, that's a plural noun, so we can say few topazes. One church ends with ch, we add es to it, it becomes churches, so that's plural, 4 churches. A brush that ends with sh, we add es to it, it becomes brushes, so that's the plural noun, many brushes. One class, it ends with double s, we add es to it and it becomes classes, that's a plural form, so 12 classes. Next, now the exception to this rule, rule 2. Some of the exceptions to this rule are as below. For example, quiz that ends with Z, but here we have to add ZES or ZES to make it quizzes, the plural form of the singular noun quiz. Similarly, monarch ends with CH. We don't add ES to it. We add only S to it to make it plural monarchs. Similarly, stomach also ends with CH. We add only S to it instead of ES and it becomes plural form stomach. Next, rule 3. Plural nouns are formed by changing the ending of their corresponding singular nouns that ends with F or FE to VES. Some of the examples are as below. A calf. Now, calf is a singular noun that ends with F. We remove that F and add VES to it to make it calves. So that becomes plural, many calves. Similarly, one elf that ends with F. We remove that F and we add VES to it to make it elves. That's the plural form, so 6 elves. Similarly, each and every word like half, leaf, loaf, scarf, thief, wolf, they all end with F. We have to remove that F and add VES to it to make their plural forms like halves, leaves, loaves, scarves, thieves, wolves. Now we come to knife that ends with FE. Now we remove that FE and add VES to it to make its plural form knives. So we have a knife, that's singular, and many knives, VES, that is plural. Similarly, life, wife, these two also end with FE. We have to remove the FE and add VES to it to make its plural form, lives and wives. Next, the exception to rule 3. Some of the exceptions to this rule are as below. Now, belief. Belief ends with F, but here we don't remove F and add VES to it to make it plural. Instead, keep that F and add an S to it to make it believes. Now, there is a certain confusion. Some people think that believes, is that the plural form of belief, or believes, BELIEVES, that is the plural form of belief? Well, the plural form of belief is beliefs, just add an S to it, and beliefs is the verb tense that is used in the third person singular simple present tense. Now next, chief, chef, cliff, all these words, similarly dwarf, proof, roof, all these words end with F. But we don't remove those F's and add VES to it. Instead, we keep those F's and just add S to it to make the plural form, like chefs, chiefs, cliffs, cuffs, dwarfs, proofs, roofs, etc. Now we come to safe. Safe ends with FE. Now we keep that FE, just add S to it and it becomes plural safes. Similarly, strife that ends with FE, we keep that FE, add S to it, and it becomes plural strifes. Next, we come to rule 4. Plural nouns are formed by adding ES to the end of their corresponding singular noun ending with O, provided a consonant precedes that O. Some of the examples are as below. Now, the singular noun echo, here it ends with O and it precedes with a consonant H. So what we do is, to make it plural, we just add ES to it. So it becomes echoes. Next, hero, that also ends with O and has a consonant preceding to it as R. So that we have to add ES to it and it becomes heroes. Next, we have mango, mosquito, potato, tomato, tornado, zero. All these singular nouns have O as their ending and are preceded by a consonant. So we just add es to them and they become plural, like mangoes, mosquitoes, potatoes, tomatoes, tornadoes, zeros. Next, the exception to this rule, 4.1. Some of the examples of exception to this rule are as below. Like dynamo. Here what we have it ends with O and we have M as a consonant before the O. But we don't add ES to it, we just add S to it to make it plural, dynamos. Next we have hallow. Similarly, we just add S to it and it becomes hallows as a plural noun. Macho becomes machos. Piano becomes pianos just by adding S to it. Photo becomes photos. Solo becomes solos. And soprano becomes sopranos by just adding S to it. Now, soprano means the highest range of singing voice of women, girls, boys, which typically ranges between C4 and C6. Now, rule 4.2. Plural nouns are formed by adding S to the end of their corresponding singular nouns ending with O, provided a vowel precedes that O. Some of the examples are as below. Now here bamboo. In bamboo, it ends with O and it precedes, the ending O precedes with a vowel O. So we just add an S to it and it becomes a plural noun as bamboos. Similarly, kangaroo, kangaroos. Now portfolio, in portfolio it ends with O and it precedes with I. So it follows the rule and we just add S to it and it becomes portfolios. Similarly, radio becomes radios, ratio becomes ratios. Stereo also similarly, the O is preceded by a vowel E. So it becomes stereos, studio becomes similarly studios, video becomes videos, and zoo becomes zoos by just adding S to it at the end. In conclusion, let us test our understanding of singular and plural nouns. Now, I've given you the singular forms of the nouns and you'll have to go through them and write the plural forms. If required, pause the video and write them. The answers are provided at the end. Brush, knife, kangaroo, portfolio, echo, belief, half, bus, church, quiz, stomach, tomato, piano, video. Bus becomes buses, church becomes churches, quiz becomes quizzes, stomach becomes stomachs, tomato becomes tomatoes, piano becomes pianos, video becomes videos, brush becomes brushes, knife as knives, kangaroo, kangaroos, portfolio becomes portfolios, echo becomes ecos, belief becomes believes, half becomes halves. Thank you for being there with me. Hope you found this session useful. Do like and share with your friends. Bye. Take care. Stay safe. See you in the next one.